and welcome to our brand new show, Newspresso, live on Moneycontrol with me, Stacy Pereira. In the next few minutes, we are going to give you a lowdown on all the top stories across the globe, insights from India, and also the latest trends, giving you that edge and keeping you informed ahead of the others. So let's get straight to it and bring you all that we have from our global dispatch. Well, the market rally cools off on Wall Street. Stocks close lower for the second day. Dow sheds about 200 odd points. Intel, Nike and Boeing were the ones that dragged the Dow. Each were down by more than 3%. However, the realty stocks or home builder stocks were the outperformers following a stronger than expected housing report. And in Europe, that one also closed lower. Most of the indices there closed lower as investors remain cautious over the outlook on global economic, particularly following from the recent data from China. Now, investors will be monitoring the UK this week with inflation data, which is due on today, as well as the monetary policy announcement, which will be coming in tomorrow. Now, a 25 basis point hike is what is widely being expected after the ECB too hiked its rates. And in Asia, well, taking cues from its global peers, Asian markets opened slightly weaker. In Japan, the Nikkei 225 reversed its earlier losses as well and gained about 0.24%. Australian indices, as well as South Korea's Kospi are the ones trading lower at this point. Hong Kong's Hang Seng Index too is looking to extend its losses for the third straight day. And on the corporate front, we have Chinese e-commerce giant Alibaba Group, which has announced a surprise succession plan. Now, the firm, the e-commerce executive Eddie Yong-Ming Wu, will be replacing Daniel Zhang as the CEO, and the executive vice chairman Joseph Tsai will succeed Zhang to rise as the position of the chairman. Now, this succession plan is going to be interesting to see, especially in the light of what Alibaba has seen in the last few months. And in other news, influencer Andrew Tate has been charged in Romania with rape as well as human trafficking charges, along with his brother and two of his associates also face similar charges, but all of them have denied the allegations. Tate has been accused of forming an organized group to sexually exploit women. The Tate brothers were first arrested in their Bucharest home in December 2022. Later in March, they were moved from custody to house arrest, and now formally charges have been filed. And well, to all the action back home, and not really back home, because Prime Minister Narendra Modi is meeting with top CEOs and the top bosses as well as political and diplomatic heads in the USA. In fact, on your screens, you can see him meeting with Tesla CEO as well as Twitter owner Elon Musk. That happened earlier today. He began his landmark three-day state visit to the US. Post the meeting, Elon Musk said that he is a fan of Prime Minister Modi and that he's confident that Tesla will be in India soon and that it will be a significant investment in the relationship with India.
I think there's a tremendous amount of potential for all three pillars of the sustainable energy future. The three pillars being sustainable energy generation through solar and wind primarily. And obviously India is great for solar. The amount of land area you actually need to generate enough electricity to power India is very small. I believe it'd be probably 1 or 2% of the land area of India. So it's very doable. And then you need to pair that with stationary battery packs because the sun doesn't shine at night, and then you need electric vehicles, and then you have a sustainable energy future. And I think it will. The interesting thing people will find is that this is a lower cost way to go as well. That may surprise people. And we're also hopefully looking forward to bringing Starlink to India as well. So, the Starlink internet, which I think can be incredibly helpful for sort of remote or rural villages where they perhaps either may have no access to internet or the internet is very expensive and slow. He did. Yes, I'm tentatively planning to visit India again next year.
Well, and Prime Minister Modi also met with other top CEOs, authors, as well as eminent personalities, including American astrophysician and author in the science community, Neil deGrasse Tyson, and as well as author Ray Dalio.
So many leaders of the world, I think their priorities might be out of balance with what it needs to be going into the 21st century with all of the challenges we have in civilization. The solutions are going to come from innovations in science and technology and engineering and math. And it's very clear to me that he cares about all of this. I'm quite sure I'm not alone when I say the potential for what India can accomplish knows no limits. So I see a very bright future for India.
Right, and moving on then, there are also a lot of policy related stories where auto manufacturers now will have to install air conditioners inside truck drivers' cabins from 2025 onwards. Speaking at an auto industry event, Union Minister Nitin Gadkari said that there is a need to improve the working conditions of truck drivers, and this move will be in a bid to improve their working environment.
इतने 43, 44, 47 में डिग्री टेम्परेचर होता है तो ड्राइवर की हालत बहुत खराब होती है। तो मैं एयर कंडीशन केबिन के बारे में बहुत आग्रही था, पर इससे कॉस्ट बढ़ेगी ऐसा कहकर कुछ लोगों ने काफी विरोध किया। पर भी आज मैं यहाँ आने के पहले मैंने वो फाइल पर साइन कर दी है कि इसके बाद ट्रक की जो ड्राइवर की केबिन होगी वो एसी होगी, क्योंकि आखिर काम करते समय हमें उस व्यक्ति के मनस्थिति का, उसकी स्थिति का विचार करना चाहिए।
And from what's happening in India, Infosys co-founder Nandan Nilekani has donated 315 crore rupees to his alma mater, the Indian Institute of Technology in Bombay. This is marking the 50 years of his association with the institute. Mr. Nilekani had joined the institute in 1973 for a bachelor's degree in electrical engineering. The contribution also stands as one of the largest donations made by an alumnus in India. In a press release, in fact, Nilekani was quoted as saying that IIT Bombay has been a cornerstone in his life, shaping up his formative years, as also laying the foundation for his journey. He says that I am grateful and look forward to give forward and contribute to its future. And let's get you up to speed with all that transpired in the Indian markets. Well, we did see a little bit of sulking that happened yesterday in the initial parts of trade, but it was that sharp recovery towards the end hours that really took those indices numbers higher, reversing those losses and continuing that uptrend for the second consecutive session. The Nifty closing above that 18,800 levels, as well as the Sensex too trotting ahead. Well, it remains to be seen today what are the signals really saying, although we're getting a weaker handover from the global markets. And well, today marks the 9th edition of the International Day of Yoga celebrations, which have first been celebrated back in 2015. Now, after UN General Assembly designation coinciding with the summer solstice, this day aims to increase awareness of the several benefits of yoga and gives people the opportunity to participate in yoga-related events. As you can see, organizations across the country are marking this day with fervor. And also, in some interesting trending news, we can tell you, there was a massive rescue operation which is underway in the Atlantic Ocean after a submersible vessel which goes in to view the Titanic wreckage that went missing. Now, ships and planes from the United States as well as Canada are looking for this submersible, the vessel, which had about 4 tourists on board as well as 1 pilot. Now, the tourists include UK billionaire Hamish Harding, as well as Pakistani businessman Shahzada Dawood, as well as his son Suleiman, among the others. And now for all you auto aficionados, well, Mercedes-Benz is known for pushing that boundary when it comes to creativity as well as their vision for future mobility. And yet again, with their Vision OneEleven, the German manufacturer has once again showcased its talent with a brand new concept car which has a retro design with futuristic possibilities according to Mercedes. Now, the OneEleven is a progressive interpretation of the 70s brand icon, and the concept car has a bright orange color, gull-wing doors, as well as a wedge shape that signifies the era of supercars. According to Mercedes, the new Axle Flux derivative has the potential to take electric mobility to the new level of performance as well as efficiency. And for all you sporting fans, the mascot for the next year's European Championship in Germany has been unveiled. It will be a teddy bear, although this time around it won't be naked from the waist down, but will be wearing pants. Now, this teddy bear is yet to be named and is different from the 2006 World Cup mascot, which was ridiculed for not having pants. Now, the mascot is due to appear in host cities over the next year, as Germany will host the tournament from June 14 to July 14 of 2024. And here are some quick things to look forward to through the day. Well, we do have Prime Minister Modi, who will lead the Yoga Day event at the UN headquarters. We also need to look forward to a Fed chief's testimony. He will be testifying on the recent monetary action in the Congress today. And with that, it is a wrap, and hope this dose of Newspresso was useful and informative and gives you that kick start to your day ahead. Don't forget to come back tomorrow, same place, same time, for your fresh dose of Newspresso.